I believe that's the single most important element that separates the quality of people's lives.
You need to own everything that you're about. When it comes to making a lot of money or being successful, you need to make sure that everything that you are doing is contributing to your success. Even if that means not doing things that everybody else does, taking a break, or putting more work in, you need to make sure that everything that you do is channeled towards that path of success or getting money or whatever you are striving for, whatever your goals are. You need to align your life to be able to complete those goals.
But if you've got limiting beliefs, if you're overwhelmed, if you're stressed out, if you're saying, I don't know what to do, you're not gonna execute it.
People get too caught up in events. They think this happened because of this or that happened because of that. Never do they think of the meaning of the events for their life. Some bad events could be absolutely incredible for your life, to have a great moment to grow and learn from. They may be hard in the moment, and that's okay, but they could open up a whole new avenue of possibilities or places of exploration for you, because people grow so much more during a failure than when they have a success. You learn, you grow up, you mature from making these mistakes or making these bad decisions. You understand why you did that and the outcome that happened. So you must understand the meaning of the event to truly capture the essence of what is going on.
Now, whether we make a decision or not has a lot to do with not just our intelligence. We can be superior in the marketplace, but we can also be superior in our own lives. We can enjoy our lives at a different level. We can have a different set of pride that isn't fake. It's not ego. Ego is when you try to make it better than it is, and you know the truth is it's not. But when you really are in a position, when you're in a position where you own what you're about, and you know what you're here to deliver, and you deliver it on a significant scale, then you have an opportunity to really experience not only success, but fulfillment. The meaning we associate to things controls our entire lives. It's not that your mother or father died that's giving you suffering. Certainly that's painful. It's the meaning you think it shouldn't have happened. And when we take control of the meaning, it's the only thing we can control our lives. We can't control events. And we're living now where technology is happening so rapidly. It's magnificent what it does for our lives. But we all know with that technology, our psychology is not developing as rapidly. And as a result, the world's changing. And there are a lot of us that have learned to engage with technology and use it to maximize, most people in this room. But there's lots of people who use technology to disengage, to be harmful to themselves and to other people. And in order to get ourselves to make decisions, many of you, how many have had decisions you needed to make for a very long time, and you kept promising yourself you make the decision, take action, but you just didn't do it? Who's done this before? Say I as well. There's a moment when your life changes. There's a moment when your business changes. There's a moment when Mark was talking to me, and he came to my third seminar. I'll never forget him, and he talks about how big he is. I am. He's standing in the front row. It's his third one in a row. He's hard to miss. And he comes up and he gets in my face. He goes, I want you to remember me. I've made a decision today. I'm working for this company called Oracle, and I'm leaving. I'm going to start this new company called Salesforce.com. You kicked me over the edge, third time through. And he said, we're going to do $100 million a year, and we're going to change business around the world. Next year, they're going to hit 10 billion, which he and I talked about in Fiji about 4 years ago. Decisions are what created this juggernaut that we see and that we all love, this community called Salesforce. And this environment is so unique, and I came by today to see if you might want to make a couple of decisions. I've always had this belief, if you want to be successful at anything in life, never leave the sight of setting a goal without doing something that commits you to fulfillment. If you get, you're in state, right, when you do something. While you're in state, that's the time to commit yourself to something that makes you follow through. How many know what I'm talking about here? Say I. So I'd call somebody up, I'd schedule something, I'd lock in the next meeting, I'd sign up for the class, I'd enroll the guy who was going to mentor me, I'd set the meeting with a mastermind of people I met. I did something so that whatever I committed to, there was something when I went home that would pull me there. It's structure. In fact, I'll give you 5 C's to RPM just as a quick warm-up for you. How's that? If you don't remember, it'll be okay, but it'll be in your unconscious for when you go work with a coach. These are the 5 C's. Everything that comes in your mind, anything you can think of, because we're going to basically do a little mini RPM version of things right now. Anything comes to my mind, I'm here, and while you're here doing something, you're driving in your car and you think of an idea for your business or one of your businesses. Where do you put it? they never push themselves beyond what they can handle, right? You're used to greens or blues, and you find yourself on a double black, and what happens? Everything inside you freaks out because you're past what I call the threshold of control, your comfort zone. And you look down and you go, I could die doing this. So now you have two choices. Either most people slam themselves on the ground, hang on for dear life, and try not to skid off the cliff, and at best what you do is survive, or a few people let go of their fear, no matter how scary it is, and goes, I gotta go down this thing, and there's no other choice, and they focus on where they wanna go instead of what they're afraid of. And they find a way to carve. And once you carve a few of them, I think the drive is the biggest mistake I think businesses make is many businesses are started by people that you built the product you love. You need to fall in love with a client who's going to do well with you even when the economy goes to hell. Think about it, Starbucks. I was sitting across from Howard Schultz and had a great conversation and said, what is he most proud of? And he said, he used to say starting Starbucks. Then he said, now it's surviving 2008. So you need an irresistible offer for the client who is ideal for you. And you want to fall in love with a client. Don't fall in love with your product or service because those need to change. And if you fall in love with your product or service, somebody's going to beat you. They're going to be anticipating. I always tell businesses, there's two businesses you have to run, manage right now.